Alright, so here we go. We've got Mines, Era 1, 6v6. So this is a classic SW, not JYM, keg match. So Keg normally tries to own this map as much as humanly possible, and I believe Keg is attacking this map. So SW is defending, because I believe the last time SW actually took this map from them. So yeah, it looks like Keg will be attacking, and it looks like, wait, did SW actually get the side they wanted? Yeah, SW looks like I believe, is defending the northeast spawn. Okay, interestingly enough, that is very, very interesting to see. So we're gonna see SW actually take up posts here in the town. Which is very, very interesting to see how they're doing it. It looks like looks like they've got the Chaffee here, or the M4A1 running around, the Bulldog. Bulldog is just straight running. That's going to be Samurai. And it looks like they're actually going to send members up, but it looks like all of Keg is right here, and they're going to actually just straight up just try and eliminate SW as quickly as possible. Now, this series is, in fact, a best of 3. So, it's going to be very interesting to see. Samurai taking a little too much damage here. He really needs to be careful. He is their eyes. Now, they are going to start getting surrounded, and it looks like Keg needs to move in, and they need to start penning. There we go. PB Killers is down and out for the count. Now they've taken the middle. Now, here's the question. Are they going to be able to completely punish SW for overextending here? So, Keg's got 2 members down here on the south side here. They've got, looks like they've got Flirter, and it looks like they've got, who's that in T95E3? That's going to be Giza. So it looks like they've got both of them down here on the south with Samurai overlooking for them. It looks like the rest of Keg is going to be pushing them back here. And these 2 guys over here on the sides, we've got Verified, and it looks like we've got Charlie, have absolutely no support whatsoever. They are all by themselves over here. If they end up getting rushed, this could be bad. There is 4 members of Keg right here on this side. They need to hard rush, go in, and eliminate them ASAP if they want to try and take this match. Verified is about a one-shot here now, all that's left. Verified is, in fact, going to go down here. Chaffee is zooming, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie's trying to get a read on him, but he's only at 800 HP left. He's going to get punished massively here for looking towards the light tank's direction. And it looks like we're going to see a ram. Boom, baby, bulldozer coming in hot. Now it looks like the rest of Keg is going to start circling around. And now SW's only got 3 members left. But they are all fairly healthy. So they need to remember this. Samurai running around trying to do circles. Now, Samurai is going to go down, but this is very, very good for Samurai, though, because the rest of his team is here, and he was able to get some of his damage out onto Wooly. Now, Wooly's only got 1 shot worth left, and down he goes. Interestingly enough, I'm very excited to see that Keg just absolutely bum rushed. And I'm very interested as to why SW decided to defend the northeast spawn and not the southwest spawn. In my opinion, the southwest spawn is much easier to defend than the northeast, because the hill access is much easier for the south spawn than it is the north spawn. So, and it looks like Overkill is going to be all that's left. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be all that she wrote. Boom. SW is going to go down on match 1. Keg is going to take it. So, very, very much loved Keg's aggression there. Taking hill, forcing the aggression, and they punished SW early. This is what I've been asking for Keg for a while now. When they attack, they're normally not very aggressive, or they play aggressively very poorly. This was a very, very good push by them that worked out very, very well. SW definitely should have chose southwest spawn, but with the northeast spawn peak that they chose, I definitely think that it could have gone along better. So I'm going to go over through here real quick because I ended up missing this. So here on the side of SW, we got Verified in the Object 165, 1600 damage. Wooly in the M47, 1 kill, 1500 damage. And Gridiron in the M48, 1200 damage. On the side of Keg, Red Demon in the M48, 1 kill, 2,800 damage. Dozer in the M48, 1 kill, 2,100 damage. And Taz in the M48, 3 kills, 1,800 damage. So, definitely well played by Keg. Now, here's the question. Are we going to get a different spawn, though? We may end up getting a different spawn for the second game, which could be very, very vital, because then it would be a regular defense, and it would be a regular spawn point at that. I don't like the diagonal spawns on mines, because they're much harder to work with than the parallel spawns. Normally, so the diagonal spawns are in the southwest and the northeast. The regular spawns are just flat out in the north and the south. So, I want to see how this works. So, very, very interested to see how this goes. So we are, as per rule stated in the best of 3, we are going to see the repeat of tanks here. So, very, very interested to see how this all goes. If it's a different spawn, then Keg needs to be careful, because they can go with a little bit more non-traditional strat, but the regular strats that they have may not be able to compare. Yeah, so it's going to be a regular spawn here. So I'm curious to see if Keg will actually, I'm seeing some pings already come out. I'm wondering if they're actually going to rush through the city and around the side, and they only leave like 1 or 2 tanks up here. The only concern that I have with that is, number one, they leave the one line open, but they're attacking, so they don't need to really necessarily worry about that. The other question is, are they going to have anybody come up here in the middle? And it looks like they are, in fact, going to have Samurai come up in the middle in the Chaffee, or no, in the, pardon me, in the Bulldog. So, and he's actually just going to straight rush in. He needs to be very careful. He is very, very lucky he did not get punished that hard. Now, unfortunately, it looks like SW did manage to get their members up first. And it looks like they're just going to hard send it. Ooh, Samurai needs to get out of there. He's YOLOing in, and that is not good for him. That is very, very bad. That is their light down. There goes their flank. Very, very poor, very, very poor idea to do that. And it looks like SW is catching on, and actually, no, they don't know that the rest of Keg is right behind them. So here, actually, they've got some of their best brawlers up here. Looks like they've got Dozer and they've got Red Demon. So they've got some of their better brawlers up here in the front to try and hold. Keg needs to absolutely march through this side. They have to push. They have to push. If they do not push, they will lose this game. They have to push through. It is a 3v2 on that far side. They have to completely just absolutely push through, annihilate Gridiron, annihilate Overkill, and move on. Because now these guys over here on the side of Keg are getting pushed, and there we go. Now we're going to see Red Demon Warrior go down. All that's left over here is on the side of is going to be Dozer. This is going to be very, very bad for Dozer here. He might be able to get a kill. No, unfortunately not. He's not going to be able to get any more damage out. Yeah, this was definitely a bad rotation by Keg. Samurai getting himself killed a little bit too early was very, very bad. And on top of that, the moment they saw that they had a tank right here, who is this? The moment that they saw Overkill was here, they immediately stopped. What they should have done, because these guys were so focused on Dozer and Red, they should have immediately rushed over here, eliminated Overkill right off the rip. They would have had shots over here on Gridiron, and it would have been perfect. They needed to rush. The moment they saw someone, they hesitated, and they stopped. And that was very, very bad maneuver. If you're going to do this strat, if you're going to do the flank, you have to full send it. Because they stopped and they got seen by SW, SW knew, okay, we have the positioning. They're going to be able to hold them. They're not moving. We can rush Demon and we can rush Dozer. And that spelled disaster for Keg. So, now they are still in this fight, though. Taz is still got a decent amount of HP. Unfortunately, Giza is going to go down here, though. And it looks like Flirter is going to end up probably going down here in a moment. So yeah, Flirter is going to go ahead and go down. Taz is all that's left. There's only so much that he can do as a one-man versus 5. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get any kills here, though. He may not be able to in time. He did pop a whole patch kit, but I don't think that's going to be enough to save him. Yep, and match 2 is going to end up going to SW. Yeah, just several mistakes. Just a couple things to reiterate. Keg definitely needed to hard rush the flank. If they hadn't not hard rushed it, right? Because they just sat there, they were able to get farmed at a proper angle by overkill. Right, by overkill and gridiron if they stepped out. When you go on that flank, you have, and I mean you have to go in. If you see someone there on that ridge, you full send it to that ridge. What are they going to do? Follow you? Yeah, they're going to follow you after you immediately eliminate overkill and call it. So, here on the side of Keg, we got Flirtier in the M48, 2600 damage. Taz in the M48, 1700 damage. And Demon in the M48, 1300 damage. On the side of SW, PB Killers in the M48, 2 kills, 3600 damage. This man's had a good game. Target Verified in the 165, 2 kills, 2400. Raw and 1400 assisted, and Wooly in the M47, 1 kill, 2300 damage. So great play by SW. Definitely much more better game by them for sure. Definitely for sure. So I'm very excited to see that. So this is in fact going to go to a game 3, and we're going to get the exact same the exact same tank choices. So we're going to go ahead and launch. So, yeah, I want to see what spawns we get for this map. Now, it all depends on what spawns we get. If we get the original spawns, so the north and south spawns, then SW may end up taking this. And unfortunately, they are going to end up lucking out, and they are going to get the north-south spawns. Now, I think Keg might actually just want to full send it to the hill. And honestly, I would not be mad if they actually sent 2 of their members down here, down the 3 line, so that way they could get a decent flank. Because they had an SW member posted up here on this corner, ready to go to defend. So I think if they full send 2 people down this 3 line here, they could actually go with a good blitz. So most teams normally have 1 to 2 strats to set up, and it looks like SW is going to go for the exact same strat. But it looks like Keg's going to just completely ignore the hill. They're going to say, fuck it. That's fine. You can have the hill. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to have overkill on another flank here. This could be bad. This could be very, very bad. If Samurai does not spot him here, this could be disastrous. Now, we're going to see Samurai roll up here, and it looks like Samurai is going to end up getting spotted here. But nobody on the hill can really do anything. Samurai should really not try to fight this unless he knows that he can win this. Yeah, he doesn't have that strong of a gun compared to the M48. Somehow Samurai is actually managing this, and it looks like while that's going on, it looks like the rest of Keg has actually managed to completely trap them inside the hill. Now, I'm curious as to why these 2 members of Keg are on the backside here. Who do I have on the backside here? I've got Taz, and it looks like I've got Bulldozer here. They need to be up front here on the sides. They really need to be up here. They need to be able to contest these guys here at the bottom, here on the ledge. They really need to be able to move and get that. And it looks like they are hardcore bleeding them for sure. Interesting to see this battle because it looks like they've got They've got Demon and they've got Flirter up in the front here. Who do they have over here? Okay, so Taz did end up moving up. They really need to eliminate overkill, and there he goes. There goes their flank. Now they are just completely pigeonholed in the middle. There's not a damn thing that SW can kill. Now all they have to do is just sit on the cap. All they have to do is just have Samurai sit on the cap, stay hidden, not be shot, and that's a GG from them. It looks like they may end up YOLOing down the side. Now, for a lot of players that they don't realize, if you actually come down this rock right here and come down this little ledge, you can actually get off the hill without anybody noticing on the backside here, without taking any damage. I do that, I actually do that a lot in NBA games in the CS63. It's one of the more secret ways to get off the hill without people noticing you, besides obviously going off one of the other cliffs. You can also go down this side here too, but you need to slide on your side, not on your front. Because if you slide on your front, you'll have a much better chance of taking damage. Now we are going to see a lot more bleeding here. We're going to see Charlie also go down. Giza is very, very low. It is just a slow, solid... it's just a slow, solid bleed. Honestly, I think Samurai should just sit on the cap. Samurai should just straight up just sit on the cap, play safe, not worry about it, stay hidden. That's all he has to do. Now, I want to see if they actually end up pre-firing this, or blind firing this bush. If they blind fire the bush, this could be interesting. Now, I'm a little concerned as to why Bulldozer's not up actually on the ledge here to prevent any of them from being able to come up. That is a little concerning to me, but doesn't look like it's going to be matter too much. Gridiron and target verified are below half HP, and PB Killers is the only one above 1500 on the side of SW. Now, a lot of members of KEG are, now all of them are alive, but a lot of them are very low HP. Demon going to take a little bit more damage here. Flirter and Giza living on very little HP. Spoke too soon. Flirter is in fact going to go down. Karma. Oof. I feel bad. The shout casting curse has taken another one. So it looks like PB Killers is going to take another shot here. Gridiron's going to go ahead and pop a whole patch kit, try and heal up just a little bit. Looks like they're just going to just straight up, going for a face hug here. Very interesting. It looks like Keg's going to end up just going for the kill all, which is fine. PB Kills is going to end up going down. Gridiron living on 18 HP. It's not going to be for much longer. That is going to be a bounce. Come on, Keg. Come on, y'all are... This is looking real sad. Y'all can't... There we go. Ram him into the rock. Ladies and gentlemen, Keg going to go ahead and take game number 3, and they're going to take mines from SW. So, that is definitely what I like to see a lot more. I'm very, very happy to see Keg check that strategy. Said, all right, SW, you can have your man on the flank. We're just going to completely flank you and ignore the hill. Just completely ignore the hill. Which is what happens a lot in NBA matches. In NBA matches, a lot of teams will just straight up just ignore the defending team, or the attacking team will just flat out ignore the hill. And it's because the hill only offers really good protection for directly north, directly south, and to the west. It cannot do anything for you to the east because no tank in Era 1 has the gun depression to hit unless they are on the far side towards the mountain. So here we go on the side of SW. We got PB Kills in the M48. 2,600 damage. Gridiron in the M48, 1 kill, 2k damage. Charlie P in the M48, 1,600 damage. On the side of Keg, Red Demon Warrior in the M48, 2 kills, 3,200 damage. Demon had a very, very good game there. Taz in the M48, 1 kill, 2,300 damage. And Dozier in the M48, 1 kill, 2,300 damage. So, well done on the side of Keg for that third map. It was definitely an interesting strategy for sure because they had the Chaffee, or not the Chaffee, I keep calling it the Chaffee. They had the Bulldog just ready, raring to go, and just rushing in. And I mean, he rushed Overkill. Overkill wasn't able to do anything because he wasn't on the cliff, so he couldn't see Keg run up on the far side because he was pushed so far back by Samurai, and he was so busy having to deal with Samurai that he didn't see the rest of Keg roll up and just absolutely barricade SW into the hill. Now, this could have most definitely backfired if SW had just full sent it against Keg and just came off the hill and full on just full sent it and tried to help protect Overkill a little bit. Once they lost Overkill, it was pretty much a GG for them there because they no longer had a flank. If you're going to do this, if you're going to do that strat on the side of SW, you need to have at least 2 tanks if you're going to sit that far back and send the rest of your tanks up the hill. So overall, GG's to Keg, SW. Fortunately, you guys are going to have to challenge him next week. So thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, good hunting. I'll catch you guys next time.